Yes, it's me, Josiah, the man of the hour, here with another brand new video for you guys today, and I've got something a little special for you. One moment. Hello? Hey, I just got an email saying someone signed into my YouTube account in Northeast Ohio. Do you know anything about this? Do I know anything about that? Man, oh man, that is a tough one. Look, it's fine. I don't care. It's just, how did you get my login information? You gave it to me, remember? You said someone should have the info in case you needed to pass on the mantle after you went on that ski trip to St. Paul and someone dared you to go down the Black Diamond even though you had zero skiing experience? Barely made it out of that one alive. Pretty sure I met my guardian angel that day. Exactly. So really, you should be thanking me. Yeah, okay, whatever. Just ask next time. So I guess the cat's officially out of the bag. I'm Noah, here to bless your feed with some charming anecdotes. The weather by my place has been pretty nice these past couple of days, and with summer ever closer approaching, it's got me thinking about all of my favorite summer activities. You know, like bonfires, sand volleyball, frisbee golf, the works. Thinking about the summer though is kind of taking me back to my youth, and so I wanted to share a quick story with you guys. I was a good Midwest kid, so of course, I went to summer camp while growing up. There's a Christian camp that my church took kids to every single year, a place where we do typical camp stuff like swimming, campfires, capture the flag, that kind of thing. But this was a Christian camp as well, so we'd also have like worship, small group lessons, big group sessions with different speakers. It was a yearly pilgrimage that me and my siblings looked forward to every single year. Well, except that one year that my older brother pleaded with my parents to take him home as soon as they dropped him off. Maybe not that year. The camp also offered more focused retreats, you know, like basketball camp, paintball camp, backpacking trips. But back in 2008, they offered one that was a little more up my alley. Video game camp. Yes, I went to a summer camp based solely around video games, and you know what? It was actually pretty fun. I mean, we did all the other typical camp stuff I mentioned earlier, but the whole theme surrounding the camp was video games. It was a 5-day camp, and each day, the camp leaders would pick a different video game and tie in a biblical lesson to it. Honestly, I can't really remember what those games were that they talked about, because my focus was more at the prize at the end of the rope. See, this was more than just a summer camp. This was a competition. Campers were set to compete against each other in 4 different video games, with the winner of each game going on to compete in the semifinals for the ultimate prize, a $250 gift card to GameStop. Now, let me tell you, I don't normally work super hard to win at those sort of things, but I was gonna do what it took to win this gift card. I mean, come on, GameStop was like a one-stop shop for me back in the day. I can't really speak for what's been going on with GameStop these past couple of months because the stock market eludes me, but I can assure you, back in 2008, I knew GameStop. I mean, can you even imagine what you can do with $250 to GameStop? That's at least like 6 copies of Pokemon Platinum, or at least a dozen used PS2 games. Clearly, a lot was riding on me winning this whole thing. So me, Josiah, and our friend Lucas arrive at camp, and we're feeling pretty good about ourselves. My glasses are circles, my jeans are shorts. I'm ready to knock some heads. We step out of the car though, and the first thing we see is a kid wearing this shirt. I mean, if a kid is walking around wearing Yoshi, you know he takes his video games pretty seriously. So we knew we were going to be facing some stiff competition. Alright, first game, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I'm pretty familiar with this one, and I'm honestly liking my odds pretty well. We are all going to be competing against each other in the 100-meter dash, and so they broke up each camper into a different heat. So when my turn finally came, I didn't win. I got like 3rd in my heat, I think. But you know what? It's fine. No sweat. There's still 3 games to play. Plenty chances for me to win this gift card. It's alright. Through my saltiness though, I was able to see my friend Lucas beat everyone in his heat and then go on to beat everyone else of the day. So of course, he was a champion of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. This didn't really surprise me though, considering he cracked the system to the game. While everyone else was turning this thing into a full body workout, Lucas just shook the Wii remote and nunchuck vigorously, which allowed for much greater speed. Next day, Pac-Man. I figured since I'd played this game like 3 times in my youth, I probably stood a better chance than most people. But no, didn't win that one either.
2 more chances, Noah. Come on, don't blow this.
Dance Dance Revolution was the next game because, you know, this was 2008. I figured there's plenty of kids who had never touched this game before, so my chances had to be pretty good. And when my turn came, I was feeling it. My head and my feet were acting as one, I'm nailing all these difficult steps, everything's just falling into place for me. By the end of it, I was at the top. I knew it. But then, Josiah goes right after me and outperforms me.
Come on, are you serious?
If that wasn't hard enough, he had to go and pour salt in the wound by getting the highest score out of everyone there, securing himself a place in the semifinals. My time was wearing thin. The last game we were competing against each other in was the Bigs, a game I had never even heard of 48 hours prior to this. My only background in baseball is when I played t-ball in kindergarten, so to say I was out of my element would have probably been a correct statement. Still, I was hopeful. Cautiously hopeful, but hopeful. I mean, miracles happen every single day, so why couldn't I win at this game that I had never played before? We played against each other in the home run derby mode, with the goal of hitting as many home runs as you can in the set amount of time. Long story short though, I didn't win. Like, I wasn't even in the running. My character may or may not have been holding the bat backwards as far as I'm aware, so that probably didn't help. I was in mourning. I could almost feel the solid edges of the gift card slip through my grasp, but there was still hope. Josiah had made it to the semifinals, so that means he still had a shot at winning this whole thing. And if he won, that's kind of the same thing as if I'd won. Twin law states that if one twin wins a monetary and/or gift card prize, they are legally obligated to share it with the other twin. The last day of camp rolls around, and the 4 semifinalists are set to compete against each other for the Big Kahuna. They're randomly paired off so that it's 1v1 and set to compete against each other in the 1976 Atari game Outlaw. Now, none of us 12-year-olds had ever heard of this game before, so I guess you could say that the odds were pretty even across the board. Because they were randomly paired off though, Josiah and Lucas were selected to compete against each other, so much for both of them making it to the finals. And if you ask me what my heart was telling me, I'd tell you I didn't like Josiah's chances. Lucas was always that one friend who was good at pretty much every video game he picked up, while Josiah was distracted by the pain in his chapped lips because he lost his chapstick halfway through camp. And what do you know? Josiah lost. I could basically feel a gift card being Thanos snapped right through my fingers. I was disappointed to say the least. Through my sadness though, I was able to watch Lucas move on to the championship against Rando Kid, and wouldn't you know it, he won. Lucas was the video game camp top dog, and he was walking away with 250 bones to GameStop. I may not have won, and my brother may not have won, but at least I can still say that my friend won, which harbors a small amount of bragging rights to it. And that was that. I left video game camp no richer than I'd arrived, but not all was lost. See, Josiah and I had a certain level of persuasion as middle-aged children. So whenever we would see Lucas, we would always make sure to plant little bugs in his ears about how LEGO Indiana Jones 2 for the Wii looked like a real gem of a game. And after enough time, he actually bought the game. And not a day later, me and Josiah were like,
Hey, mind if we borrow it?
which he was gracious enough to let us do. And let me tell you, Josiah and I had played the heck out of LEGO Indiana Jones 2 for the Wii. Never seen the movies, but I can vouch for the LEGO games. It's funny, because I'm 95% sure that Lucas never even played the game, even though he bought it with his hard-earned gift card money. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe Josiah and I weren't as persuasive as we thought. Maybe Lucas was just being a nice friend and bought us a video game he knew we were wanting to play. That's all I got for you guys today. Going to camp in the 2000s was a weird time. There's gotta be other weird ones out there too, so let me know if you went to any. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you next time.